Hello, Happy New Year, everyone. Today is the first trading day in 2019, and this morning I bought another 75 TD stock shares. Actually, I bought a little bit more in my own ISP account because I received the dividend last week in my ISP account, and I just reinvest all the dividend I received into the TD stocks as well in my own ISP account. Last year, 2018, overall, the Canadian market TSX index was down about 12.5%. And TD is down like very close to 5% in 1 year. Well, of course, the price, when I started, remember in August, the first time I bought at around $77, and today I bought the TD stocks under $67, so it dropped $10. It's about like 13-14% since I started. Well, as Warren Buffett said, price is what you pay, value is what you get. In the last quarterly report, TD reported a very good result. Actually, the quarterly report, the earning per share was up 20%. If we think about, like, for example, if you own a rental property and your rent up 20%, but the property, the market price, like down 5%. If you are the owner of the property, most likely you are okay. You don't worry about too much. But in stock market, it's completely different story. When the stock price dropped like 10-15%, and most people will worry about. And they have no idea, because the reason they bought the stock just because they want to make money, they want the price go up. They have no idea how the business is doing. They have no idea what is investment. Because today I talked to a sales at a Toyota service center. She told me she lost a lot of money because she bought all the bank stocks last year. Then I asked her, did you read the bank's the latest quarterly report? She said, I never ever read any report. So obviously she has no idea about the business, and no idea about the performance of the business, and no idea about the market. I think it did happen to most of average people. Somehow she said, I just a little bit scared about the market, especially when the market up and down a lot, and she has no idea what to do. I always, as I said before, any Canadian citizen, if you invest your money in Canadian banks, stocks, at any price, at any time, as long as you hold it for long term, you will make money and you will become a millionaire. But even she also bought the bank stocks, right now she believes she's lost money. I try to explain, a little bit about what is the Mr. Market, what's the long-term strategy, and why we should invest in Canadian banks in the Canadian market. And I hope she can understand it better. But you know what? I told her, if you want to get a better result, you have to study. But she replied, I don't want to study. So the story is over. Okay, so back to my strategy. I don't see any reason I should not purchase more TD stocks right now, because I checked the Morningstar website. The TD stock, the forward P ratio is only about 9.5, and the average P ratio in the last 5 years is 13.3. So based on these two numbers, I would think right now TD stock price is between 30 to 40% cheaper compared to the average valuation level. I'm talking about average valuation level. So that's the reason I still want to purchase more TD stocks, and I don't see any change to the TD, the business model, and for the long-term, potential. Of course, when the market is down a lot, people always have questions. So yesterday, actually, I collected some data to share with some friends, and I would like to share with you as well. In the past 50 years, so it's between 1968 to 2018, the US market SP 500 index total return, the annual return up more than 30%, it happened 7 times. The annual return down more than 30% one time. It's 2008. Annual return up more than 20% 16 times, and down more than 20% 3 times. It's up more than 10% 30 times, and down more than 10% 5 times. If you look at the Canadian TSX index, the annual return more than 30% in the past 50 years, 6 times. The annual return down more than 30% 1 time, 2008. Up more than 20% 14 times, 14, and down more than 20% 3 times. Up more than 10% 25 times, down more than 10% 8 times. Also, I find out in the last 50 years, only one time you have 2 down year annual return together. This is happened in 2000, between 1999 to 2002, and it's a high-tech bubble bust. So even in 2008, the market was down around 33%, but the next year, in 2009, the market was up 35%. So last year, 2018, the market is down more than 10%. It's actually close to 13%. And based on the historical data, this year, 2019, maybe less than 5%, the total return will be negative. So I would believe that most likely this year we will have a positive return. I want to give a number, my guess, just a guess. The end of the year, the TD stock price could be between $85 to $90. Why I give this number? Because based on the average PE ratio, it should be 13, between 13 to 14. That's the average PE ratio for TD stock. And right now, the forward PE is only 9.5. So from 9.5 to 13 or 14, it should up like between 40 to 50% to come back to the mean level. So this is why my guess is the price will be around $85 to $90. I give it this number in this video, and when December, the end of this year, December, I would like to review, see if what happened, see if the number is between the $85 or $90. So again, I just give a quick update about my TD stock hacking strategy, and I would like to say this year, I believe most likely will be a positive return for the overall market. And again, I hope I was Happy New Year to everybody, and I will talk to you next month.